The power of silence. Most people think power is loud. They think it's dominance, arguments, explaining, proving. But real power is controlled, and control is quiet. Silence is not weakness. Silence is discipline. Silence is awareness. Silence is psychological positioning. If you understand where to be quiet, you control more than people realize. When you're angry, anger exposes you. Your tone shifts, your face changes, your logic weakens. The person who triggered you is studying your reaction. When you react instantly, you show them your emotional buttons. But when you pause, when you breathe, when you say nothing, you shift the frame. Now they're unsure. Now they're uncomfortable. Now they don't know how to move. Emotional control is psychological dominance. When someone is provoking you, provocation is a test. Some people insult you just to measure your reaction. They want validation. They want attention. They want to feel powerful. If you react emotionally, you give them exactly what they came for. But silence? Silence exposes insecurity. When you don't respond, they feel small. When you don't react, they question themselves. The strongest response to disrespect is controlled indifference. During negotiations, silence creates pressure. After you speak, stop talking. Do not rush to fill the gap. Let the other person sit in it. Most people cannot handle silence. They begin explaining, justifying, lowering their standards. The one who controls silence controls the pace, and the one who controls the pace controls the outcome. When you're winning, winning loudly attracts envy. Winning quietly builds mystery. When you talk too much about your success, you leak information. You invite competition. You expose strategy. But when you move silently, people can't measure you, and people fear what they cannot measure. Around gossip, gossip feels like bonding, but it's a trap. The person sharing secrets with you is practicing how they'll share yours. When you stay quiet, you observe dynamics. You learn who talks too much, who exaggerates, who can't be trusted. Information flows toward the silent observer, and information is leverage. When you don't know the full story, speaking without full information is self-sabotage. Smart people ask questions. They listen more than they speak, because the more you talk, the more assumptions you reveal. Silence gives you time to think, and thinking protects you from manipulation. After you've made your point, authority is calm. If you repeat yourself, you weaken your position. Say what needs to be said. Then stop. Let the silence make it heavy. Confident people don't chase agreement. They state, and they stand. Around fake friends, not everyone deserves access to your mind. Oversharing feels good in the moment, but long-term power requires boundaries. Some people smile and compete silently. Move quietly. Let people see results, not blueprints. When you're building something, talking about your goals releases dopamine. It tricks your brain into feeling accomplished. That's dangerous. If you announce everything, you reduce urgency. Build in silence. Let execution replace explanation. Results make noise on their own. When someone is trying to read you, people are always scanning. Your tone, your posture, your words. They're looking for tells, for weaknesses, for emotional openings. But silence creates ambiguity, and ambiguity creates power. When people can't read you, they hesitate. They become cautious. They second-guess themselves. The less predictable you are, the more psychological space you control. Control through silence. Silence is not passive. It is intentional restraint. It is awareness over impulse. It is discipline over emotion. Most people talk to feel important. Powerful people stay quiet to remain important. If you want to understand influence, human behavior, social dynamics, and psychological positioning on a deeper level, study it seriously. Inside 112 Alpha Tactics of Dark Psychology and How to Analyze People, we break down behavioral patterns, influence frameworks, and how to read intentions beneath words. This knowledge isn't surface-level motivation, it's structured understanding. If you're ready to think differently, check the link in bio. Not everyone will apply it, but the few who do move differently.